All right, well, I'm going to tell you later because we're in the middle of it right now. All right.
Trouble.
I ain't in no kind of trouble.
Go get your gloves on, your cut-resistant gloves.
Guys will let another Negro mess up the situation for you because another man put a concept in your head that was not there.
Hold on.
To the truth, walking through a maze. It's layers to the truth, walking through a maze. It's layers to the truth, walking through a maze. Man, hit the reset, hit reboot, then we wake. Take a step back, look what you did, then you make proper decisions or proper etiquette. Move a love like Rioma Etchison. When it's go time, how the body vernacular on a ghost ride. Abu Dhabi even hit.
Hey, yo.
What's going on, folks? Wait a minute here. Due to the interview being longer than usual, this will be a 2-part series.
Get your spirit guns loaded. We back. Shadow Talk Podcast. Today's Indian style, meaning it's finna get spicy. You feel me? And look, without further ado, we've been waiting a long time for this one. I got two very special guests. You know what I'm saying? We got the Brooklyn Vampire over here.
Yep, you know it. That's me, Brooklyn Vampire. Yep. That's a good movie.
And we got Chavah over here from Juseefrutee.
How you doing?
Great. How you doing?
Here.
Yes, finally. It's been long awaited. We've been waiting to have Chavah on the Shadow Talk Podcast because if y'all don't know, she is definitely a shadow talker. She be dropping mad wisdom, very knowledgeable, and a true scholar like I am as well. You know what I'm saying? And he's a scholar too, but just nerdy shit. But yeah. Anyways, we're here for some real special talk right now, all right? But before we get into all that, I just want both of them to kind of introduce themselves and give some background. So, Patdrick, why don't you talk to the people and let them know about yourself a little bit?
Hey, I talk about nerdy shit all the time. That's all I talk about. I just work. That's it. Your turn.
All right. I'm Chavah. So I'm just a business owner. I have my business. That's my smoothie line right here, Juseefrutee. This is one of our new labels that we have.
Ooh.
And so I'm just a business owner.
Flex.
Thing out here.
Flex.
Also a creative too. So you'll see some creative projects that I have coming out. You can follow me on Instagram at what is it? Juseefrutee at Juseefrutee. And Chavah my aunt on Instagram. That's my artist page too, because I will have some music coming out soon as well.
Heck yeah.
So I'm just excited for everything that's coming forth, y'all.
And you got the high five.
Yep, the high five.
Why don't you let them know about that?
That's a pop-up shop that's gonna be a lot of it's gonna be smokers. So for smokers, come out. We're gonna have infused stuff.
Food trucks, giveaways, vendors.
Vendors is gonna be like jewelry. Just come out, check out
Fire.
the local people and get high. Yeah,
just to get high. But yeah, yo, these guests right here are special. This is my brother. I've known him my whole life. Chavah is somebody that I feel like is like-minded. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a fellow shadow talker. And for anybody out there that we like 6 episodes in, if y'all don't know what shadow talk means by now, I'm a quick explanation. But the truth, that's what it means. You feel me? That's the quickest way I can tell you. The truth. And I'm talking about the raw truth. You know what I'm saying? No sugarcoat, nothing, right?
right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what's crazy is like most people, whenever you ever had those experiences where you tell people the truth about something, and they just will fight against, they'll do everything to fight against what you're saying.
They're not ready.
Mm.
Okay. Sometimes you're not ready for things.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go through your process in life. You have to go through your steps. And, fortunately, your steps are not like mine.
Mm-hmm.
Ours are not alike. No
Right.
one's is alike. So you have the choice to make your steps how you would like them to go.
Right.
It takes you one longer time to understand the concept. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You do your life, do your life
You're right.
the way you want to live it.
You're right. I used to be real militant. Like when I first got plant-based, he remembers, I was real militant. Y'all can't be killing Mother Earth no more.
Oh my God.
Y'all can't be, I used to be on their ass, like him, Chris, all of them. I used to because to me, it was like logical. It was like, yo,
Makes it.
it makes total sense. everybody across the board should be doing this right away. There should be no thought put into this. Like, just that's how I was just militant about it. But then I realized as time went on, it pushed so many people away from it. And it actually put a bad taste in their mouth too, to where maybe on their free time, they might not even want to look into it. So that made me realize, I need a different approach.
Right.
You know?
And then we got to remember the sense. All of the sense that we had was built by someone.
Mm.
Their sense was built by someone.
Right.
So who knows where the rich got through in your line, just your line. Yeah. We're not talking about the whole world.
Right.
We're just talking about your line. Where is your blockage?
Mm-hmm.
Or we have maybe had walls like built up as we were from infancy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know that it's a wall because that's all we used to be seeing. We're just used to seeing that right there.
Mm-hmm. People still,
you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like that's what you mean is a wall. That's regular. Like this is your regular, or your what you see,
right? Or
your boundaries that you have had built up in you. I might not have those. Mm-hmm. I might not have those same limitations.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or things that were instilled in me. Who says that I have to live by what you say?
Mm-hmm.
You know
what I want.
You know, I'm gonna have to deal with the consequences, right or wrong. Whatever happens, I still have to deal with the consequences. You're not gonna deal with my consequences.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna deal with them.
Yeah,
that's a good way to put it too. Like walls, because it's like people are closed in too. A lot of people are closed-minded with certain types of thinkings, or they're set in their ways. You know, so.
Yeah, and that's why when you tell somebody the truth, they just can't handle it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very, very true. And you know, it's like the Matrix thing where they're like, some of these people are so stuck in the Matrix, they're like not prisoners, but what was the term he said? They're like the security guards of the Matrix. Like they will like maintain staying in there. They want to stay in,
right?
Knowingly, you know. Right. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Even if they had the choice.
Even if they have the choice,
they're still going to choose
because it's easy for them.
Yeah,
I'm used about it now. I'm just going to stay right here. I'm good.
How many people would you say like let's say the world is like 8 billion?
By the way, I don't believe that, but let's just say that. Yeah, let's just say that that's true.
How many people do you think are like that? They're happy with the Matrix. Everybody.
That's a great question.
That's in the world. I've been thinking about
that. That's a great question. Patdrick, go ahead, bro. What you got?
Let's see. How many people is happy with that? Probably they're not happy. They just don't have the resources to get out.
But if they choose the Matrix, they're happy with it.
No, but
come on. What's the resource? What resources do you need to recognize the truth?
No, they can probably recognize the truth, but they just can't get out of it. They say, I can't do nothing about it.
Well, can't. It's very subjective.
Thank you.
So I don't know if I can even that's the word I'm trying to remove from my just vocabulary. I'm trying to forget that word.
What word?
Because can't. Because the universe doesn't even recognize can't. So when we put limitations,
real shadow talk,
like on ourselves,
shadow talking.
The universe doesn't even recognize.
Shadow talking, y'all.
We're putting something in there, and they're like, "What? What's this?" That's not registered.
Right. You're absolutely right about that. I think majority people are in the Matrix, and I think a lot of people, they know exactly what's going on. And you know, it's like the analogy of you walking down an alleyway and you hear a woman getting raped, but you just keep walking, acting like ain't nothing going on because you don't want to, you know, possibly
be harmed
or something like that. But it's like, but God is watching you too. The universe is watching you too. What you gonna tell the prophets and the Most High on Judgment Day? You get what I'm saying? You took a blind eye and just kept it pushing.
That is their Judgment Day.
Get into it.
The day that you decide that you're gonna look the other way, or the day that you decide you're gonna seek your revenge, or whatever you decide that you want to do that's not in natural, that doesn't go with the flow of the universe. That's your Judgment Day. You know what you've done. Why are you waiting? Like, there's no need to wait on a God. You have already judged yourself by making your decision.
Keep walking. I ain't worried about it.
You've already. That's the judge. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
What else is there to do? Like,
right?
How else do you redeem yourself from something that you know inside is right, and you don't, and you just do that.
Yeah.
You've already,
Crazy.
you've already done, you've made the decision right there.
Right. And how does that make one feel inside as the years go by? Like you just start to become.
It really depends on the person. Person got like, you know what? I know I heard it, but I'm gonna keep walking. I don't care. It's not me. Or some people, the guilt just eat them up, and then they was like, should have helped. See it on news, like, damn, I could have saved that person.
Like you hear stories of like, those like old veterans that seen the crazy stuff, was a part of crazy stuff in the wars, and they could have stopped stuff, but they didn't. And now they got to live with the images of what they seen, and you know what I mean? Innocent children, women, people just dying, like crazy stuff. Then they get mad older and they just PTSD, they just tripped out. You feel me? That's crazy. You got some real stuff you about to take to the grave with you. You feel me?
Most people lack, I would say most people lack the courage or the discipline to live on who they feel they are. But I think, I'm going to think, I feel also that the society has created that is what is the consequences.
That's what's going on right now.
The consequences of this government structure, the religious structure.
Corrupt systems.
It's the consequences of that. You know what, people have more incentive or been more incentivized to look the other way. Because everybody has a price. Well, not everybody, but majority have prices. And for them to be more comfortable, they all let you.
It's crazy how many people I know right now, and Patdrick knows this type of people too, where like they're just gamers, just super gamers, and they fall so. This is just one example, but they fall so much in love with the gaming world, they just be locked away in their rooms while the whole world is burning. You know what I mean? I'm using that as an analogy because it's just like I see a lot of people like that. Whether you're a sports fan, whatever you get into, where you just like.
But you see how the government, the structure,
affect my sport, I'm good.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's just like,
right.
That's crazy to me.
Societal structures, religious, all of these structures is a part of the matrix, whatever you want to say it is. They have made way for that because it's better to have people with that type of mindset or mentality than it is to have people who are really going to change things. Who wants to change? Who wants people to change what they have set up first?
Yeah.
If that's what they want and that's what's working for them.
Right.
There would be no incentive to be
that change.
There would be no, that those people are the ones you see that they're talking about, like the whole media is bashing them. Those are the ones who are, they're going through all the trouble just to be able to educate people or allow some people, because some people are looking still. You got some people searching for truth. And you have the other ones that are trying to silence ones from keeping it out. And I see those people going through more.
That's how I know you scared. When you start making fun of the person telling the truth and trying to like really uplift people and you start making fun of them and going after, that's how I know you scared.
But then we got to realize like the whole fantasy that we're all the same, we're not. We're not all the same.
Get into that. Wait a second.
They're all of us come from different places, right? You have, like, for example, all of us are mixed now with things, but we still, in those certain energies are mixed into us, right? But those energies don't die. So like, for example, if you think about in Rwanda, they had the issues with the Hutsis and the Tutsis when they were fighting against each other. Okay, so imagine them blending and they have that spiritual energy of fighting with each other into one person, right? So the energies that you have, like your nation, you have a nation of energy. Let's say if you are original from the land, or whether your people, you have British in you, if you have Boer in you, if you have whatever in you, they all have different goals.
Right.
They all had different things and energies that they put out. Some of them were, liars. Some of them were truth tellers. All of them weren't the same. If it were all the same, we would be reflective of that.
Right.
If we were all one, we would be reflective of it.
Mhm.
But you have different energies everywhere fighting against other energies. Everywhere.
There's a lot of cliches in today's world that I feel like are put out there to keep us at a standstill. And that's one of them, like, oh, we're all the same, everybody, you know. And
we have different blood types. There's
Okay.
been manipulation of DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know this. That's why it's an original blood type and they're not original blood types. That's why you have GMO real things and you have genetic modified things.
I've heard that recently.
That they stopped. Do you think they stopped that food? Do you think they stopped that animals?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I've heard like it's certain people that look alive, but they're very much so dead. You know what I mean? Type of thing.
Your imagination is only the surface. There's so many more people. There's so many more imagination. And like I said, everybody doesn't have the same intent.
Mm-hmm.
Some people want to build. Some people want to destroy.
Mm-hmm.
Some people want to add love. Some people want to add hate. Now you got all of those energies. Not all of them, but you might have these. You might have these. So y'all might look alike. But here you go. Your people enslaved their people back in the day. And y'all don't know that. But the spirit that's in you, the energies in you know it. And y'all clashing.
Real shout out to
y'all
I
clashing.
hardly believe.
And you don't even know like what you're clashing for or why you don't like this person. You know how you some people just get under your skin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for no reason. Mm-hmm. Like you nice, say hi, they just mad at you for no reason.
That's true.
Their energy
That's true.
out there.
I actually went through that a lot. I went through that a lot in my life growing up where it'd be first day of school. I'm in the homeroom and there's mad people just like hating on me, trying to bully me and I couldn't understand why. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so you're right. Yeah. That's very true. Because
even people who look the same still have different energies and come from different places.
Mm-hmm.
And still, you know, we're all blended. But those energies.
What about the ancestral energy that you're talking about? Like, can you give more context as to like the nations within us?
We are the ancestors.
Okay.
We're all internal energies that live. We've been here forever. Mm-hmm. And we're always are in existence. We know that energy doesn't die. And we're spirit, and spirit is part of energy. These are things that you can say synonyms of each other. Mm-hmm. So we got to recognize that first. So you mean that's a form of reincarnation? We are the ancestors. We are the ancestors.
So it's a form of reincarnation? Oh, okay.
We're a part of it. And so that's what they say. Children, that's the original meaning of children I've done from my research. That means an old soul in a new form. This is a child. Old soul in a new form. So when I think about us, when we say when we honor our ancestors, we honor us. But what did our ancestors? What did they say? Your ancestors, what did they tell you to do? What did your ancestors tell you? Because you are them. How you transfer these energies, how they come into this realm and transfer, or until you have to do something. Who knows? I mean, these are all. We do our research on things, we hear things, but at the end of the day, we don't know for sure. But I would go towards what my ancestors say for me. I would look toward them. Mm-hmm. For me, that's the type of person that I am. So, if if however far you want to go back, ancient Kemet.
Yes, real shadow talk.
Or you want to just go far as back to your grandmas and grandpas and all of them. That's how I recognize.
We got 12 minutes. We got 12 more minutes. Yeah. I got the time on here. You good. But yeah, you're right about that. These are some really, really great points. So Patdrick, what do you think about the climate of the world right now? How you feeling today?
Man, dude, it was 101 today.
That's not what I'm talking about.
You said the climate.
I'm not talking about that climate. I'm talking
The temperature of the people.
Yeah, I'm talking about everything going on.
Oh, with everything going on?
And the climate included too. All of it.
See, I was right.
Yeah.
It was hot outside today, but times have changed, pronouns, and people want to be victims. So,
What's your thoughts on that?
There are no victims. That's how I feel. We have to all be responsible for the actions that we take. And when I was talking about before being eternal creatures, that's what the universe recognized. This energy did this. And this is coming back to that energy. Matter of fact, I got a hint out for you guys. Universal laws. Have y'all heard of universal?
Most definitely.
There are a lot of them. We can't go over maybe all of them if we have time, but there are laws that talk about what your energy puts out. That's what you are going to get in return. What your vessel, what your spirit, what you put out, that's what you're going to get in return.
Mm-hmm.
So when we see someone being harmed or hurt or having a certain energy put to them, and we think, oh, how bad for them, know that their energy, whether it's in their current form or whether it was in another form, has put that energy out before, because that's the only way it's coming back to you. It wouldn't have been put out. It wouldn't be coming if it wasn't put out.
Pendulum effect.
You return what you get is what the return is what you put in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you know about investing. So whatever you put in, that's like your return.
So question, is it karmic is what you're saying?
Akashi Records?
No, I'm saying not Akashic Records. I'm talking about is it karma that people have received? Like,
I mean, that's the simple way of putting it, but pretty much.
Because I had one of my elders tell me there's no such thing as karma from a past life.
What proof do you have of that? That's like when you think a baby gets harmed, you know?
Yeah.
So you're saying the universe is not reliable?
No, he's saying, I think what he was trying to get at was like, what you did in a past life that
doesn't affect this life.
This life, because the energy.
Only the universe will
reform. Because
only your life is going to
reflect that.
It.
Right.
So if you come,
that's very evident.
And nothing happens to you, then that lets you know, okay, maybe.
By the way, that could never happen. Something's going to happen. Something's definitely going to happen.
Wait,
where does that happen?
If something happened to a baby, it's like, say a doctor did something to a baby, caused that baby to die, is because of the baby's fault, or is that person because it's an evil person?
Oh, that's a good question. Great question, Pat.
Is it the baby's fault? I would say the energy that took that baby vessel had something that returned to it, because that's what the laws of the universe say.
But then in the same breath, the person that did that, now they have to.
Now they're going to be responsible for whatever they did. See, when you go and harm someone, whether you seek revenge, whether you do go off on someone, just say you having a bad day and you just decide you finna go off at the person that hurt you. You got my order wrong. Trust and believe you're going to get that energy back. Somebody's going to berate you and make you feel the same way you made that person. The laws of the universe says whatever energy comes out, that's what gets returned.
Wow.
So,
oh yeah, of course. If you're the Burger King person, they're gonna yell right back at you. I ain't about to tolerate this bullshit. I don't get paid enough for you to cuss me out like that.
You are. I mean, what, like these organizations and stuff that are set up, like what people. A lot of times, people will say, "Oh, you know." Oh, I don't want to get too deep right now.
But, shadow talk. This is what we're here for.
No,
this is what we're here for.
Like when, people go out there and they're just like, good things happen to bad things happen to good people. Bad things happen to good people. Well, that's when we got to think. When we got to really accept the truth. There are no victims. If there are no victims, that means there was energy put out that's getting a return. If we go by that, what you put out, so okay, you want to accept everything that you put out good that comes back to you? but you don't want to accept what you do that may not be so good that comes back to you.
Can't think of
That's
anything.
that's what you're saying. But that's what you're saying. You're saying, oh, okay, well, when I put,
what about like the mob bosses that kill people and stuff and they get away with murder?
Do we have the view? Do we know what's going on in their life? Do we really know what's going on in their life to say they did not get a return on what they put out? We always think about it in the good sense. Oh, you pay it forward, it's gonna do this. It only works in what we could consider positive, but you don't feel like it happens in what you put out. That's
what
you put out. But do you have all knowing vision or something?
Man, I wish I did.
Do you have all knowing hearing where you hear everything that's going on? Because just because we don't see things, everybody has a private life.
Mm-hmm.
And in that private life, are they suffering? Are they happy? Are they fulfilled? Are they not fulfilled? Like, what's going on in there? Because you don't know. Yeah, they might not go to jail, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to get what they put out.
Mm-hmm. Hey, them mob people, their whole families get wiped out. Like, it gets bad.
And what happens to their children, their generation line?
Yeah.
They might be born again.
I got a question for you.
And then when they get born, they might be somewhere and get shot. And then you think, oh, that innocent baby died. But that innocent baby in the past life killed 1 million people.
Okay. You answered my question before I even asked this.
But it's reincarnation.
The universe recognizes the energy. The vessel can change all it wants. We're eternal creatures. But the energy don't get away with nothing. The spirit.
So wait, why would the energy go back into a little baby though?
My G is reincarnation. That's what she's saying.
Why would
they come back?
So who told you that babies are innocent? Like, where did you come with that? Like, where did you come with that? Like, who put those walls in your minds that only babies can be innocent?
No, I ain't saying only babies can.
That's a good point.
They haven't really done anything.
That's a good point.
All they've been doing, they just been born. They just been born. You like what you're saying is energy.
I did some bad things when I was a little baby.
Sure. So when you first come out the womb, you did something bad.
I did, for sure.
You do bad.
I don't even want to reveal it. It's really bad.
No. After you was born, soon as you born,
I don't remember doing it, but I have video evidence that I did it, so it's pretty sad.
I gotta see this video.
It's pretty sad, bro. It's pretty sad. I'll tell you off camera because I really don't want to admit it on camera.
I gotta see that because babies first come out the womb.
So hold on. So do you believe that bloodlines and families can be cursed?
Yeah, all the time.
Like the George Soros of the world, what he's doing to the world is going to curse his whole family.
I mean, the cursing is I don't really see it that way.
Yeah.
Like a cursing, but I do know that until you clear up your energy, until you clear up the whatever is in your energy, you can continue to pass down trauma or whatever it is to your family line, right? Because of something that has not been cleared up,
right?
What like when you see certain families that may be going through trauma or going through tragedy after the tragedy, it's like, and they can't escape it. Their hell is on earth because they're whatever in their line, whatever's causing, they haven't cleared that up. They're allowing it to go without. So it's
their hell is on earth. That's some shadow talk right there, yo.
It's kind of like,
so they would never be able to clear it up
because
they keep dying. They keep dying. So how are they going to clear it up?
Somebody in the line
say this
and be the different, the little non-robot. Someone has to have the courage.
Yeah.
To clean up the family.
But how would they clean it up if they just keep getting whacked? Like, man, he's gone. Then that person
just because you don't have vision doesn't mean things aren't possible.
No. The person that kills them, now they're going to have bad energy. Yeah. And now they're going to die. And then it's going to be a cycle. So how are they going to clear it up?
Stay on the good side.
How you going to stay on the good side if
stay on the positive good side of peace? They're like, this is, I don't know how long we got. But there are ways to clean up.
There's
ways to clean up your energy. Like
retribution.
We can talk about, we can talk about things like that. But just even just recognizing and moving in a different way than you were moving before. Even just recognizing that, hey, I didn't come in this world innocent. Just even recognizing that, like, hey, there's energies, there are things that pass along the line in your DNA, other than like, you know how they say things are passed down, like health issues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Spiritual issues passed down too.
So your energy,
that's a good point.
Your energy was make you bad. If you was born in the world, like, you're going to either have good energy or bad energy. You have bad, you born with sin. You born with good, or you're innocent.
But everybody.
I don't think she's saying that. I don't think she's saying, because you have a chance to clear it. You have a chance to, you know what I'm saying? From that point on, you can make those choices. Like, if you were a womanizer in the past life, you got a chance right now to goddamn.
You might be born a woman and then be womanized. And then that, like, there you go.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You said you might be a womanizer in a past life, and then now you're born in a new
woman.
life.
Wow.
A woman, or you might be a man.
Now you really know how
man, but you might be violated.
Yeah.
You're man, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That might happen because of what you did in the past before.
Right.
I'm just kind of going off what I see on a daily basis. A lot of us, we move so fast. We never take the time to meditate and just sit down and really examine our world, because this is where the real world is. This out here, everything is an illusion. It's physical, but it's not real. This is real.
Mm-hmm.
For you and your body, this is what's real. How you see things. That's for you. That's you. For me, that's for me.
Yeah, I got you.
So
it's getting spicy on Shadow Talk Pod, y'all. Y'all stay tight. We're gonna be back for a lot more. Part 2. We finna get into a lot of the social topics going on. Key Palmer, a lot of other stuff. It's about to get spicy. You know what I'm saying? So y'all hold tight. Get them spirit guns loaded for more Shadow Talk. 2.
What is Juicy Fruity? Juicy is a smoothie. What is Juicy Fruity? Juicy is a smoothie.
They want from me, came through with the hungry appetite for disaster comfortably. If life's a bitch, then I'm Bill Cosby. Oh, it ain't the best, you must be.